Alright, welcome to the video. So this is winter in Kansas. It's been snowing for the last 2 days and we're not getting too much sun. So we've hooked up a battery isolator switch and we hooked up our deep cycle batteries that get charged by the solar panel to our car's battery, so it also gets charged by the alternator. I'm going to show you guys how we did that. Check out this weather. Look at that. I'm right in the middle of Kansas City right now. Look at this snow. Alright, so let's pop the hood. Alright, so I popped the hood, and in here you can see that's our car's battery, and right here that's our keyline charger, the smart battery isolator. Now that smart battery isolator, there's a little LED on it, and it'll cut in at 13.3 volts DC when this battery is being charged by the alternator, and it will cut out if it drops to 12.8 volts DC. That's the great thing about this smart isolator as opposed to a manual one, is you don't need to remember to switch it either way and you won't end up with a flat battery and unable to start your car. Now to show you how we've set it up, this lead here goes from positive on the battery, loops around and goes to 150 amp fuse. That fuse is just mounted on this box here, and I'm able to still pull the car's fuse box off and out with this mounted on top there. It then loops around and goes into the smart charger, that's the positive, and after the switch it goes back down through the firewall of the car, along the middle of the car, and then over to the other side where our deep cycle battery is. This smart battery isolator also has a small earth cable which just loops around, and I have it mounted to earth right here, if you can see that. So far we haven't had any trouble with this smart battery isolator. We just bought it off Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I think it was about $20 to $30 actually, so quite cheap for what it is. It is a little bit hard to see the LEDs. You have to make sure you're looking right over it when you want to see it running. But aside from that, we haven't had any trouble. Alright, so now you can see this is our charge controller. This here is our inverter. And here I have the second fuse for that battery switch. Just in case we have any issues at this end, we don't damage the cable that runs between here and the front of the car. And you can see I've run it down, and then it goes underneath, under the back of the car and around through the middle there. Now on this side I also have a negative from the battery mounted back to the chassis, and that's the same color cable, it's the red here, and that comes back around from the battery down and mounts to the chassis right there, if you can see that, just here. Alright, and now I've just opened the side door to give access to our deep cycle battery. And as you can see, I've mounted the positive from the battery to the positive, and I've mounted the negative to the car chassis, and that gives us the full connected circuit. And that's been helping a lot to give this battery a bit of extra charge, especially in this winter weather. So having that smart battery isolator has definitely helped us out a lot. Anytime we drive now, our battery's being charged, no matter if it's snowing, overcast, raining, cloudy, whatever, we're always getting that extra boost from our car battery. We'd highly recommend it. It made a big difference for us and the amount of power we were able to use over a day. So even like today, not getting too much amps from the sun, obviously, but because we've had to do about an hour's driving, it's giving our battery a good boost there. So thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and leave any comments if you've got any questions, and remember to hit subscribe. You just see our solar panels up there. Had to dust them off this morning, they were covered in snow.